I listed my top 10 quarterbacks in the NFC. And it's Matthew Stafford one. And then after that, pretty much people have their own opinions. Because really the way I look at it is Matthew Stafford is the only elite quarterback in the NFC. And I think the word elite gets thrown around too much. What is an elite quarterback? To me, the definition of an elite quarterback is a quarterback who gives his team a chance to win the Super Bowl as soon as he gets in the playoffs. Like last year, if the Chiefs had somehow found a way to not crap all over themselves and sneak into the playoffs, wouldn't you have felt like they would have had a chance to win it all simply because they have Patrick Mahomes? I know I do. I would have. That's an elite quarterback. How many quarterbacks can you really say that about? Once they're in the dance, watch the hell out. To me, it's 3. That's it. Mahomes, Stafford, and Josh Allen. You're terrified of them. The Seahawks are terrified of Matthew Stafford, and they're the best defense in the league, one of the best defenses of all time. That's an elite quarterback. All those guys are worth the money they make. Everyone else is varying degrees of good. Which brings us to Brock. I ranked him 9th in the NFC. I ranked Caleb Williams 2nd, and I ranked Jordan Love 6th. I pissed off Packer fans. I pissed off Niner fans. Bears fans seemed happy. So let me explain Brock's ranking first. First of all, let me tell you about why I put Caleb 2. Even though he's inconsistent, and you could say Dak Prescott's more consistent. Yeah, well, Dak Prescott's not elite, never been elite, never gonna be elite. He's very good. Very good. Not elite. Caleb has moments of eliteness. And I think he, of all the quarterbacks in the NFC, has the clearest path to becoming elite and could do so as early as next season. He was definitely playing like that in the fourth quarter of big games, playoff games. That's why I rank him number 2. I think he definitely has everything it takes to be elite in the true sense of the word. Not very good. I already think he's very good. Dak Prescott, very good. Baker Mayfield, very good. Sam Darnold, very good. Jordan Love, very good. Jared Goff, very good. These are experienced, established quarterbacks who essentially stay healthy and produce no matter what. Then you get Brock. And I would put Brock in the same category as Jayden Daniels. I talked about this a couple of days ago with Maj and Brandon, but those are also very good quarterbacks. Jayden Daniels and Brock Purdy. They are very good quarterbacks. So why do I put them lower than the other very good quarterbacks? To me, it's because of a few things. Well, it's one thing, mostly. Forget the turnovers for Brock. Forget that for now. It's the body type, the durability. It's not just that they've gotten injured and missed time. It's that you look at them and you think, man, you're going to keep getting injured and missing time for a couple of reasons. One, Jayden Daniels is a twig and Brock Purdy is small. He's a little person. And they have to run around a lot to be good. Jayden Daniels can't be Jared Goff and be good. He has to run. Brock Purdy can't be Mac Jones and be good. He has to run. I'm not talking about like mobile quarterbacks. Jordan Love is mobile. Sam Darnold is mobile. I'm talking about running quarterbacks like Russell Wilson in his prime. That's what Jayden Daniels and Purdy are. And so running quarterbacks, their whole game is built on a large part of their game is built on holding the ball a long time and making defenders miss, juking defenders. Jayden Daniels can do that. Brock Purdy can do that. But when they don't, they often get injured. When they don't make the guy miss, they often get injured. And I mean, in the history of the NFL, smaller, skinnier running quarterbacks, but pretty clear shelf life. 27, 28. If you have to make guys miss, if you have to get outside the pocket, if you have to scramble and hold the ball a long time to be successful, you have to, because you can't really see the field that well from the pocket because you're 5'11". What's your shelf life? I mean, Brock's coming off a season where he went in 2023, he played the whole season. In 2024, he missed 2 games. In 2025, he missed 8 games. What's next? He's 25 now. He'll be 26 next season. How many more years can he run around, spin in circles, and make guys fall on their face like he's Peter Pan? Captain Hook's trying to get him. How much longer can he do that? I mean, I don't see many 31-year-olds running circles around the best edge rushers coming out of the SEC. I don't see that. That's the kind of thing you do until you're about 27, 8. Jalen Hurts doesn't even run anymore. He's 27. Lamar Jackson didn't run that much this year. He's 27. It just seems like the 49ers are in this position with this quarterback, just like the Seahawks were in with Russell Wilson. Can you win a Super Bowl with Brock Purdy? Yeah, I think you can. Just like the Seahawks did win a Super Bowl with Russell Wilson. And then they paid him. Just like the Niners paid Brock. And then to justify the contract, you have to say, well, we got to let him do a little bit more. Let's make this an offensive team. It was a defensive team led by Marshawn Lynch on offense with Russell Wilson as a complementary player. That was a Super Bowl formula. But now now he's the highest paid player on the team by far, Russell. So we can't afford to have this superstar defense full of vets on second and third contracts. They got to go. And we need Russell to throw more and to do more. And that didn't work out for Seattle. The more he had to do, the worse he was. And they got rid of him. And that was the best decision they ever made. They got so much in return for Russell Wilson, set up this team they have now. And they didn't get the quarterback right at first. Geno Smith was pretty good. He was fine. And then Sam Darnold was a lot better. Thank you, Geno Smith, for not accepting their contract offer. They wanted Geno. So the Niners aren't alone in overpaying a quarterback. That's what I want to say. I crush them so much, but it's like every team does it. Cincinnati overpaid. The Chargers overpaid. The Dolphins, obviously. The Jaguars overpaid. The Packers overpaid. The reason I put Love and Darnold and Goff over Purdy and Jaden Daniels, maybe Jaden Daniels and Purdy have peaks that are higher than those guys. They're really good players with moxie and all kind of elusiveness that freaking Darnold doesn't have. Darnold can roll out and throw long, but like he's not Jaden Daniels or Purdy in terms of their dynamicness, dynamicness. He's not that. But if you're just really picking quarterbacks, say like, hey, for this year and the next 5 years, pick your quarterback. I can't pick Purdy ahead of Darnold because if I pick Purdy, then I know I have to have an incredible backup quarterback. You have to. Otherwise, you're fired. I get Purdy, now I got to go get Mac Jones or Kirk Cousins. I can't have Brandon Allen. Do that. You could win 6 games. He could play 9 games. So that's why I wouldn't want Jaden Daniels. I wouldn't want Brock Purdy. Now you're getting deep into the backup quarterback market, which is like, I'd rather just get Jordan Love, who you know is going to play 15, 16, 17 games. Justin Herbert's going to play 15, 16, 17 games. They've been doing it for a long time. Brock has been in the league for 4 years. He's had 1 full season, 1. And I said I wasn't going to bring it up, but of all the good quarterbacks, he throws the most interceptions by far. By freaking far. So you wonder, like, really, how much longer until he actually turns into a pumpkin? He's been doing the Cinderella story for 4 years. Is great, man. The clock hasn't struck midnight. What, 2 more years for Brock? 2? How many more injuries is he going to suffer? I mean, when is he slowing down? And when are the interceptions finally going to become a deal breaker? So again, I put them below. I feel like with Darnold and Love and Goff, you feel like I feel pretty confident saying they're going to be starting quarterbacks when they're 35 years old. And they're all going to start like 200 games in the NFL. I'm not saying any of them will be Hall of Famers, but Darnold just won a Super Bowl. If you gave Jordan Love JSN, the Packers would win a Super Bowl. I don't know if Goff's going to win a Super Bowl. I don't know about him. But you know exactly what he will give you, about 4,500 yards, about 35 touchdowns, and a stinker in the playoffs. So, look, if Brock stays healthy this year and stops throwing hella picks, he could be number 2. I mean, really, when Stafford gets old, it's going to be wide open at the top for who's the best quarterback in the league, and both Jaden Daniels and Brock Purdy have the potential to be elite if they could actually maintain their style of play for a long time without getting hurt and without throwing hella picks. I don't think Brock can do it, but I'm always wrong. I make a living out of being wrong. You guys know it. You're taking notes right now to throw this back in my face at the proper time, and I respect it because I would do the same thing, because that's what the real world is all about. Calling people out when they put themselves out there and they were wrong. Discouraging people from putting themselves out there. That's what the real, crushing people's dreams and individuality and confidence so that they all fall in line and say the same things. That's what you want in a society. Everyone agreeing. Everyone afraid to say something different. And that's what I'm going to do. I really pissed off Packers fans yesterday saying that Caleb Williams is better than Jordan Love. And then I doubled down and said that the Packers would trade Jordan Love for Caleb Williams in a heartbeat. And like all their content creators were like, "You're high." Like, that's neither here nor there. Excuse me. That is an ad hominem argument, sir. You don't know me. Like, am I tripping? I had no idea that Packers fans thought that highly of Jordan Love. Like, is he good? Yeah. Is he elite? Hell no. I mean, we've seen him in the playoffs. He just gave up a 20 point freaking lead in the playoffs to Caleb Williams? I mean, and what's funny is when they bring up how great he is, they do all the same stuff that Lombardi does with Purdy. Well, did you look at his EPA per play? Like all the advanced stats say that Jordan Love is the best quarterback of all time. It's like, yeah, okay, but like I've seen him play. He's good, not great. I mean, right? And they're like, no. No, he is the premier young quarterback in the NFC, and he is going to, it's like, dude, Packers fans and Niner fans are kind of similar. Not to denigrate Niner fans, because everyone watching my show is cool. All you guys are cool, but the ones that aren't watching, there's a little bit of like, we have the best coach, we have the best quarterback, we have the best team. Sure, we haven't won a Super Bowl in 31 years, but like Nick Bosa got held on that one play, and we've had some bad luck. And if you really know ball and grind the film, you can understand that the Niners should have been Super Bowl winners. So respect them. That's exactly how the Packers act. They just got bounced in the first round of the playoffs and extended their quarterback. Like the Niners wouldn't have done that. That's pathetic. Matt LaFleur is Kyle Shanahan on like everything I've ever said about Kyle Shanahan applies double to Matt LaFleur. He's a way bigger choker than Kyle's at least gotten to the Super Bowl. Matt LaFleur had Aaron Rodgers and couldn't figure it out, losing to Jimmy Garoppolo in the playoffs. Matt LaFleur. I mean, good offensive coordinator, good play caller, horrendous head coach. They're never going to win the Super Bowl, and they think they are. They got Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur, and Micah Parsons, and they're going to the Super Bowl, just like the Niners have Brock Purdy, Kyle Shanahan, and Nick Bosa. It's mirror images. Two of the most delusional teams in the league. I'm sorry. And the Cowboys are there. And the Patriots. Patriots over here acting like they accomplished something. You went to the Super Bowl because Jared Stidham was the one standing in the way at the end, and Drake May is not good. I have no idea how he was actually in the MVP conversation, but he is not good. Brock Purdy's better than freaking Drake May. Holy hell. Those are 4 teams. Raider fans know exactly what they're in for. They are not delusional. I feel for Raider fans. I feel like Seahawks fans are a fairly grounded group. Maybe I'm wrong. They like me, so maybe I'm just biased. Bears fans seem to, I feel like if you've been a fan of a team that sucked for a long time, like the Bears, you can't like puff up your chest and talk crap. That's what the Niners and the Packers fans do because their teams won Super Bowls a very long time ago. So if you see me tweeting a bunch of stuff about Jordan Love in the next few weeks, it's just because I found a new team that I want to troll. I've been trolling the Niner fans for like 15 years, and it is fun. But Green Bay, holy shit. Wow. There's fertile ground there. Fertile ground. Jordan Love. Drake May is good. He's just 12. Fair enough. Fair enough. He is turning 13 later this year, so maybe I shouldn't write him off just yet. KRNARMG says, Grant, I swear to God, if the Niners don't draft Kenyon Sadiq because it'll hurt George Kittle's feelings, I'm going to freaking lose it. Am I wrong, though? Am I wrong? Does what I did what I say not have the ring of truth? You really think Kittle and Juszczyk would be cool with that? You really think Kyle's going to alienate them or upset them in any way? Has he ever? Has he ever? He cut Juszczyk for a day and a half. He was back. He was back so freaking fast. You know who made that happen? Not me. I don't think Kenyon Sadiq's going to be there at 27. I know he is in these mock drafts, but I feel like everyone acknowledges that he's hella good. And once he runs around and talks to teams, he'll be in the top 15. Like, why would he be there at 27 when Colston Loveland went 10th last year? And Tyler Warren went, 17th? Why would this guy be available at 27? When he's the best tight end in the league, in the draft, and everyone knows that tight ends are the new thing. Not the new thing, but 13 personnel really worked this year. I don't really think he's going to be there. Nick H says, where does Mac rank in NFC quarterbacks? I put Mac at 10, right after Brock. I put him ahead of Kyler Murray. I put him ahead of Jalen Hurts. Is that controversial? I didn't put Jalen Hurts in the top 10. Yeah, he won a Super Bowl. And I think from 23 to 26, he was a top 10 quarterback. When he's running, he can be elite. We've seen it in 2 Super Bowls because that's a unique skill set. He can be like your short yardage back. He was like the best short yardage back in football. Any 3rd and 1, any 4th and 1 around the goal line, that's a guaranteed first down or touchdown. Now, they did have that, play, but still, other teams can't run it like that. As a runner, at least just getting those stats, first downs and touchdowns, he's right there with Josh Allen. And then you add to that a quarterback who can manage the game a little bit and not throw a bunch of picks. That's not an elite combination, but it's a very good combination. Last year, he stopped running. I don't know why. Because he's 27 now, because he got paid, because he thinks he needs to transition to becoming a different type of quarterback. Now he sucks. You could blame it all on Kevin Patullo, and maybe he sucks too. He probably does. But what about the quarterback who stands in one freaking spot and stares at one freaking wide receiver the whole time? No one's scared of Jalen Hurts in the pocket. And then when he runs out of the pocket, he doesn't really throw on the run. If he throws on the run, he throws it out of bounds. And he stopped running. So, I'd be more interested in Jackson Dart at this point because he runs. And I would be much more interested in Mac Jones. Quarterbacks who are just going to stand still and play, I'd much rather have Mac Jones and Jalen Hurts. Put him at 10. I don't want Kyler Murray. Who else is there in the NFC that I'm not thinking of? Jacoby Brissett. Michael Penix.